Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my dark knights. How you beautiful people doing? I do gotta say I'm dealing with a little headache tonight. I took some ibuprofen, so if I'm not exactly 100%, that's why. But I'm fine. I'm gonna work right through it. I'm gonna be okay. But anyway, how you guys doing? Hope you're having an excellent Thursday. But we had another episode of Gotham tonight. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? We had another episode of Gotham tonight, and it was season 5, episode 9. And this was actually one of the extra episodes. And I'll be honest, this episode was kind of good. Like I was going in thinking it wasn't going to be that great, and I was. It was pretty good. It was kind of dark horse of one of my favorite episodes this season, surprisingly. Because mostly because the ending, I really was thinking something bad was going to happen at the end of the episode. But that woman last night was weird. And oh yeah, she was. I'm not sure, physically sure, if that was a woman or a man, to be completely honest. But you can never be too sure. Anyway, it was kind of cool. The episode was absolutely amazing. From the ending, they had that wedding with Lee Tompkins and Jim Gordon. Finally, them getting married. Finally, um, but I think that was first of all, this episode was directed by Erin Richards, the girl who plays Barbara. She did an excellent job with the episode. Excellent job. The only one thing I would have had to say about it is, I think that was a little nod to have the two of them married because they're husband and wife in real life, Ben McKenzie and Marina Baccarina or Baccarine. They're actually married in real life. They're husband and wife, so it made sense to marry the two of them. But anyway, this episode all starts off with Jim going off to get they Penguin had all the gangs gathered to tell them to do a temporary ceasefire so they would all work together to get drinking water and stuff so the government would reunify and get them to bring the people back like and whatnot and get supplies coming back in so they would be able to survive. Well, what happened was he goes there and he gets shot from a window and he is basically dying. He is basically dying, and it was kind of like from the comics, the trial of Jim Gordon sort of thing. It was very much pulled straight from the comics. Very because he had this moment in his head, like kind of like that out of body experience where you feel like you're dying. Um, he was kind of having that situation. He was first he was in this courtroom, and his other self was basically bringing out witnesses saying that why these people would be better off with him dead. And throughout the whole episode, he was you know basically interpretation of him dying, basically, or going down that road of death, basically. Um, and at the end he turns around and says, "No, I want to live. I want to live. I want to live." Because he realizes his daughter. He doesn't want to live without Lee and his soon to be baby with Barbara. Um, because surprise, surprise, Lee can't get pregnant because in an earlier season they lost their child, which is very very sad. But they can have it with Barbara. So Barbara's basically kind of like a surrogate to them. Uh, but anyway, back to what I was talking about in the beginning. He gets shot, and in another scene right after that, we see Selena and Bruce going on a date for once. Finally going on a date that Bruce puts together, and Ivy kind of crashes that party. I Her whole plan was basically just to like let all the poison, the toxic water, go back into the water and whatnot, and let the plants grow and whatnot, and basically take over the city. Um, but how it worked out was she needed Bruce, I guess, to go to Lucius to shut down the plant to purify the water and get all the the toxicity out of the water. But instead, but instead, she wanted to take him to release all the water and to shut the plant down. Um, and of course, she needed him to do that because obviously you can't just walk in and convince Lucius otherwise, um, unless she had Bruce. So she grabs Bruce and does their tricks on her and him and gets him to join her, or gets her to join him. And with her, she has the mutant leader. They brought back the mutant leader to battle Selena. And this was a very Selena, another Harvey Bullock or episode as well, because as Selena's going after Ivy, and trying to stop Bruce from doing something very stupid, and being controlled. Um, what's his name? Harvey is trying to find the person who shot Jim. And we find out the person who shot Jim was none other than Victor Zsasz. And we find out that Victor Zsasz is also being controlled by Ivy because I love every scene the actor who plays Victor Zsasz is in because he's so funny. I love his attitude and what he does. Like he was like in an interrogation room and he's like, "Oh, what did you eat?" He goes, "You ever stop to smell the roses? Like actually smell the roses? I've been smelling them a lot lately. Like actual roses." And he says, what's he say? And Harvey finds out Ivy Pepper's the person he's talking about. Um, he goes, "Hey, you said it. I didn't say it." Um, and she what happens is she actually breaks in to GCPD by controlling another police officer and gets in and um, releases Victor Zsasz. And while Victor Zsasz is doing what he's doing to distract the guards, she's going to go kill James Gordon and finish the job that he did not do. Which we find out that Jim kind of like dies for a little bit and then comes back. Um, he kind of gets a second, I don't know what second chance or whatever. But how it works is while he's distracting the cops, Ivy tries to go and kill Jim. That does not go well for her because she comes across Lee. Lee and her fight, and Lee actually shoots Ivy in the chest or in the stomach, and Ivy runs away, and after that destroys the adrenaline that needed for Jim. But Jim somehow pulls through. I guess because of Lee and his soon to be born child, which we know is going to be Barbara Gordon. The champion retains his crown. Screw you, Davey. If you guys don't know why I'm saying that is because if you guys don't know, watch my Fire Red Chain monologue. I named him after the champion and after my rival, and I really shouldn't have. Really shouldn't have because, dear God, did I regret it? Did I ever regret it? I shouldn't have did it because I got my well, I didn't get my butt handed to me, but it was really just watch it. It's really good. Um, yeah, no. But how it went was as that was happening on the other side, you had Selena going after Bruce to stop Bruce. I got one problem with this episode, just one. When in other seasons was it when you punch someone really hard in the head that Ivy's toxic, like her perfume or whatever, just stops working? I don't remember that from other seasons at all. But okay. Either that or I'm just need to rewatch the season that she was in because I don't remember that being a thing. But she has a fight with Bruce. Bruce obviously being controlled. Selena does. And Selena gets him on the ground and beats him in the face, and then he goes, Selena, stop! Selena, stop! And he goes, we need to stop Lucius, and they stop Lucius, and Selena kicks him in the face, and I love what he says, like, Lucius, like, did you just kick me in the face? Did you really have to do that? And he goes, oh, sorry, Lucius, we had no time. And, while that was happening, we had a moment where Barbara Gordon, or Barbara Keene, she's not Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon's the thing inside of her. Barbara King, basically, um, is basically what she's doing is she's helping put all uh, the gangs together, and get them to do a ceasefire. And how she does it, is really cool. Like what she does is, she poisons all these shots that she gives them at the club, and um, the one guy dies, and she goes, "Oh yeah, if you want the antidote." He goes, you had two shots before that, so it should be kicking in. The poison should be anytime right about now. And he falls over, dies, and she tells the other one, unless you want the same thing to happen to you have about 48 hours to think about if to get the antidote from me, and do a ceasefire and everyone work together, or you all can die. And that was a really cool thing. And I love like beginning of the season she was gonna kill Penguin, and now she's not gonna kill Penguin. I don't know why about that, and just Penguin's just hanging around there now, just basically taunt her. I don't know why that is, but you can start to tell, of course, she's getting up there in pregnancy, so she's starting to she's starting to show her mood swings a little bit. Like one moment she hates Jim, then she tries to show Jim that she's changed, and then she gets ticked at the end of the episode because Lee and Jim get married at the end of the episode, and she she says we need to, he'll never see the baby, and Penguin says, well, he goes, he'll hunt you down to the end of the earth, and she goes, let him try. And that was the end of the episode there. But I honestly think she's gonna get a change in her. She's gonna probably do that, but what's gonna happen is the baby's gonna come, and Bane's gonna kill her. It is finding that out perfectly because I think she's set on leaving, and she's set on never coming back, so Jim can never see the baby. But I think she's not gonna have a choice because I think Bane is gonna kill her. Bane's going to kill her, I think, and from what I saw from the preview as well, I think Bane's going to do a Batman on Alfred as well and straight break his back, from what it looked like. And I think that's what's going to happen. I've got a feeling that Barbara's going to die. If not against Bane in the crossfire in the fight, and she'll sacrifice herself for Jim. I don't know. But then they'll name the baby after Barbara. I really do think. And there's only 3 episodes left of the entire series because this is episode 10 coming up, in the Bane episode probably going to get one, probably 2. I would say 2 episodes. And then we'll have the other time jump, which I was surprised. I knew you were going to get 2 time jumps this year, or in this season, or 3 actually. But I did not think we were going to get one. Like now, I'm like in the middle of an episode. I just thought it was gonna be beginning of this episode. No, it was at the end, and it said 1 month later. I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that, but they did it, and they did the 1 month later with them getting married, and it was a very nice moment. I did like that. Aaron Richards did a good job directing this episode. The actress who plays Barbara Kane, and I'll be honest, next episode's gonna be very interesting. We finally get to see the episodes I've wanted to see since they announced Bane to be in this season. And I want to see how he does. I'm really got high hopes. I don't know if it can beat the Joker episode. But I'm really hoping, or the Jeremiah turning into Joker episode. But I'm hoping the 2 Red and race episodes have been put up. So now tomorrow for rules. Cool. So I'll have to see how it ended for both of you then. Um, I can't wait for that rules vid, by the way. Dear God, my headache. I hope the ibuprofen really kicks in and helps. I don't know what's going on though. Because I already had all the head cold stuff, so I'm fine there. But I don't know what. It's probably just a headache. I've been fine all day. Um, but anyway, I did want to say, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think that you know, this episode was pretty good for it just being a random episode thrown in? Lack of sleep, you think? I don't know, man. I don't think it's lack of sleep. I've slept a good 12 hours. I hope it's not anything serious. I don't think it is, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, I do want to say, uh, I do think that this Bane thing next week in the two episodes coming up is going to be great because the episode 13 is going to be the Batman episode and the time jump. But I do think they're going to probably do the. I don't know if they're going to do 3 episodes for Bane, but they may do 2 because I don't see them doing 3. Maybe they'll do another episode for Jeremiah and make him be Joker or something. I don't know. Or maybe they'll just throw a scene in there and then do the Batman episode because the Batman episode is the last episode of the whole entire series, obviously. But I just want to. I know we're getting 2 more time jumps before this whole season's over, and I honestly don't know. Is this the final season of Gotham? Yes, they got canceled by Fox. But they got approved for like a 13 episode season. Um, they got approved for 10. And then they said they were getting canceled at the end of at the end. They were getting canceled. They fought for at least let us do 10 episodes, and they said yes. And then they extended it to 13, which helped them a lot, which is good for us fans. But Fox cancels everything good. They don't ever keep it or just let them end a series. CW does much better DC shows, and it just gets sadder because Stephen Amell said this morning in a tearful goodbye to his fans that they are ending Arrow at the end of season 8, which they're on right now, and it will be the end of the show, which is very sad because Stephen Amell has done this thing for about 10, 12 years. Well, probably less than that. Probably about 10 years now, I think. Because they've done over 300 episodes. I know they have. But, I mean, he will always be known as the Green Arrow for me. And if they ever do make a Green Arrow movie, they need to put him as Green Arrow. It makes perfect sense. I still don't like Ezra Miller as the Flash. I still think Grant Gustin should have been named the Flash, to be completely honest. Because I think that show's near the end of its lifespan as well. I think they're going to end it soon. To be honest, I don't know. But after that, I think they want to do some other DC shows. The Legend of Tomorrow is getting good. I don't know what I'm going to review on once Gotham's over. I don't. But yeah, I think after it's over, you should have been the Flash. I should have. Hey, Flash is actually my second favorite DC character, to be completely honest. So, it can't do too much wrong with that. I mean, Batman 1, Flash 2, and then maybe Green Arrow 3. I don't know. Just because Stephen Amell plays him. But it's a lot of good DC shows are going off the air, and it's sad because even Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s gone. They're done. I think they got canceled. Or no, they just ended the series. And Fox doesn't keep any shows anymore. They don't, Now they are doing a in the Gotham verse like Alfred show, but it's going to be on that DC network or the DC Universe channel, streaming channel that you need to buy, um, and that's going to be a pretty penny, but that'll be interesting. I did like the moments in this episode too with that little very touching moment with Alfred and Lee, where Alfred's telling him, "I honestly didn't see myself wanting to be a father, but on that fateful night when I walked in that alleyway and I saw a boy literally shaking with fear, I knew I had to step up to the plate and be a father for this child, and I wasn't his flesh and blood, but I became this man's father figure, and those moments that I had with him I will always cherish, and they're some of the best moments in my life." And because she didn't know if she'd be able to work with Barbara for this child and all that stuff, and um, but she decided that she would after talking to Alfred, and that was a cool moment as well. I really did like that, and we got a public kiss finally with Alfred is the man. Alfred is the man. He's always that guy to put those inspirational quotes and different stuff like that. So, um, and then at the wedding, at the end of the episode, we also had a moment with, we finally had that public, like, like everyone got to see Bruce and Selena kiss finally, and that was awesome. That was awesome. Um, so technically, I'm the man. Technically, you are. Technically, you're my butler. So go make me dinner. But oh, good. The headache's getting better, which is good. The ibuprofen is kicking in. Um. So, also the champ. Oh, seriously, I'm going to literally destroy you, Davey. I swear. Um. So anyway, guys, that's probably been all the time I have for this Gotham review and stuff like that. What did you think about this episode? Did you think it was any good? Did you think it was good as I thought it was? Um, I'm going to milk drink this. You know, the fact that my last Mon in that battle had milk drink just digs the knife in a little deeper. Um, Davey, I I swear to God. And I hate to synchronize this problem for the two of us. That's what I was going for. Well, guys, I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome.